Hello and welcome to a ALTTP daily race. Today's mode is going to be casual boots. We're going to be highlighting 4 runners here on screen: Smirk JD, Matcap, Slumberjack, and LT Gray. I'm Zethno and I will be joined by Lucian Greeth. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Zethno?
I'm good. Something of note. I think we're on at a little bit of a different time than usual today.
Yeah, I feel a little bit more awake than usual.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know, we are adding a 7 o'clock Eastern time rotation to our daily races. So you're going to be seeing this come up a little bit more often moving forward as well. So Lucian, any thoughts on the starting? Anything? What do you want to see?
Pure chaos. Always pure chaos. When I'm in the commentating booth.
Pure chaos. So, we have boots, so we can't really call anything too crazy in the... What, first glove in the back of escape or something? Oh no, wait, hold on. Casual boots, we're gonna do that anyway. I guess on that note, for any newer viewers maybe, what is casual boots?
Well, casual boots, you have the standard start, which means we will be seeing all 4 players go through the opening escape sequence, rescue Prison Zelda, go through sewers, and escape out Sanctuary. So no choice between Link's house and Sanctuary right off the bat. On top of that, every single player is going to be starting with a nice pair of boots and a sword, which makes the opening escape very easy. Also eliminates the need to forage for bombs in the escape, lest you miss those 3 important items.
Yeah, so that's definitely a good synopsis of what we're going to see here. And just to comment on something that's been said in chat, the other times that we have are not going anywhere. We're still going to be having the same times. It's just going to be spread across 4 different days of rotation instead of 3 moving forward. But as we wait, I think the runners are just getting underway here.
Yeah, 7 p.m. opens up some options for some people earlier in the day.
What's the first big item you want to see? Oh, as we're off. What's the first item? Or what's here? You're going to get a nice bow, or are we just going to get rupees? An arrow? A single arrow right here, right?
Oh, we need the mail now just to prove our uncle wrong.
We got bombs. Of course. The game's like, yeah, you have boots. You don't need bombs. Here they are.
You don't need bombs? Have them anyway.
You know, the moment you want bombs in any other standard mode, you're not going to get them. But because you have boots.
Yeah, it's always such a mad scramble for bombs in the escape. Just almost feels like a little bit of salt in the wounds.
Yeah, so we started with that sword. You saw some of our runners dashing through the bushes, even though it didn't show the sword. The game does register the sword for dashing through those bushes, even if you can't use it.
And from Slumberjack, we got the confirmation of the stun prize, which appears to be 5 arrows, so nothing fancy there.
Well, that's not a big deal considering the boots. Otherwise, that would have been a really disappointing thing to see. Well, or really cool thing to see if you really wanted the runners to have an unfortunate time of this seed. As something like I was talking about earlier, you get that glove in the back of escape with no other way to get there. See how our runners do with this first blue guard. Smirk gets a nice quick kill, Tigray gets it too, and Slumberjack does.
Alright, so nothing of importance so far. It's going to be a nice breezy run through the back of escape, as it is with casual boots.
And Smirk takes the lead. This does not matter all too much at this point of the game generally. Everybody talks about times coming out of here, but realistically, if you're close, other decisions you make in the game will most likely matter far more.
Nah, games are made in the escape sequence. He or she who wins the escape sequence wins the race. I mean, that's not an official rule, but it's like, you know, unofficial. It's not. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. To our more experienced viewers know this already, or players, but to newer viewers, this is a joke. Before we start having somebody wonder why the person...
No!
It's okay though. Matt Capital already picked up Zelda, so it'll be a small time loss.
Okay. That's
locked in by the guard in the entrance there. If he hadn't picked up Zelda yet, that would have been really bad.
On Slumberjack's screen, we've got Zelda following Zelda out of the escape.
Oh. Zelda with the green hat and Zelda with the white hat.
That's how you tell them apart.
Get our runners dashing out. Going to be going through the dark rooms coming up. They don't have the lamp. They will have the lamp cone of vision for this. A little bit of a change in the randomizer to make this a little easier. Yeah, we really haven't seen anything too much of importance. The runners have a lot of bombs, so they're not going to be worried about that going into Kakariko Village. So that's a pretty safe bet. I think we're going to see everybody run over to Kakariko at this point. We've seen nothing to make anyone go anywhere else.
Yeah, at this point, you would just do the standard opening route until something pops up.
Yeah, there's just nothing to... You know, maybe if we found a bow or something, you may have somebody run over to Eastern if it's Crystal. But... we're seeing nothing of importance so far. And in Dark Cross, we have Small Key. We knew that, because they didn't have a Small Key yet.
Alright, we're coming up on our 3 items in the back of Escape, which will maybe give us some sort of idea of what's going on.
Just answer in chat, comment in chat. It's definitely possible that we also see the South Shore play. There are definitely quite a few players that do go down that route. But I still think we're going to see at least the majority of our runners go over to Kakariko.
A net, $20 and a piece of heart.
Not in... We still don't have enough money to do bottle vendor. Need to find a little bit more.
Alright, Smirk is the first one out of Sank.
Finds those arrows.
Yeah, Seed's not doing us a whole lot of favors so far, so we'll see what happens. Alright, blue crystals are across the board.
Well, that's one way to do it. And we get the check of Bonk Rock, so you can only really do this early if you're in casual boots or get extremely lucky early.
Alright, Smirk's likely going to show us a tree pole, which is 5 rupees.
60. Oh, doesn't take that one.
Alright, let's see what's on that lumberjack ledge. Ooh, that's a rod. Is that a fire ice? I can't tell. Fire rod.
It's an ice. I was going to say it's an ice rod, but you're right, it is a fire rod.
So yes, this is likely going to be an Agaseed. Depending on what the... What's that?
Say, it is casual boots. Steve couldn't make it too short.
Yeah. Depending on the pendant layout in Dark World and how they want to finagle Ganon's tower, that fire rod could be optional depending on the pendant crystal layout. Also, looks like we've lost Madcap.
Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
we're okay. Yeah, no, it is possible that we don't need Fire Rod. It would require a few specific dungeons to not appear. Turtle Rock definitely would have to be a pendant.
Turtle Rock and Skull Woods would have to be, and we would have to go through Ice Palace with Bombos.
Yeah, but it is technically possible. We would definitely need to find the lamp somewhere.
Yes, we would.
Ooh, half magic is definitely a nice thing to find early.
There's our bow.
There's a bow. Oh, Blind's Hut had all the items.
But I can't remember. I remember they were talking about statistics on item probability once on the podcast. I think it's like 97% for Fire Rod. It's overwhelmingly large.
Yeah, it's not only that 2 dungeons actually hard require it in this rule set, but there's a lot of other dungeons that you can use it to get around as well, if need be.
Ooh, there's
a
beer. And a pearl.
Wow. So we're looking for that glove, and then the mitts or the hammer. That'll be our next big opening. Oh, bottle vendor. Sold us 50 rupees for 100 rupees. I don't think Link got a good deal on that one.
Well, Link can't talk, so his negotiation tactics are very limited.
Got a single arrow.
Just goes up to the bottle vendor and goes, "Ha!" There's our lantern. So yeah, that puts Eastern fully in logic now. That feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah, but here's the thing: with a sword and a lamp and a moon pearl, if we find Cape or another sword, I wouldn't be necessarily happy as a runner. Well, I guess we probably have to do Aga anyway. So
yeah, it looks like Smirk's thinking twice about that 300 rupees.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Kind of sets you up for a good while.
Yeah, 300 rupees early on, I generally take it, even if I do have to do a little bit of work.
Yeah. Oh, here's the difference. Right here. Slumberjack is going to go check the item. Smirk is going to go get it. You can see the time difference between the two. Slumberjack's going to get out of here a lot faster. Smirk is going to have to go all the way to get there. But if it was an important item, Smirk's route would be faster.
Yeah, that's one of those small gambles that when it works, it works. When it doesn't work, it's not a huge time sink, but it's, it depends on the player.
There's a good bit of time, because Lumberjack already has the shovel item at 10:30, so you're looking at least a maybe 15-second time loss. Probably 20 seconds. Smirk showing off the shovel dash. That really doesn't do anything except create holes in the ground. So what do we see? We have the dam being checked on Slumberjack and Madcap's side, and we have LT Gray over at Saha, where we find out the green pendant is at Skull Woods.
Okay, so that's one item. Well, that's one dungeon we needed to be Fire Rod locked as a pendant, so, maybe.
Can you imagine if this seed doesn't require Fire Rod, but Aga is Dark World access?
Yes. I love it. That's the chaos I live for.
I'm just, like, if that happens, man. Because Aga's pretty close to being in logic. We just need a cape or a sword. Ooh, we got a bottle. And there's a sword. Aga's in logic.
There we go. Meanwhile, Tigre is giving us a look at Eastern Palace. We'll see if he finds anything over there that gives him an advantage.
I like this play, actually, because he's got a bow, he's got a lamp, so you're not even doing the dark rooms. It's in logic, and it's a crystal.
Yeah, it's 100% a good idea.
I like this, and then after this, you find out where you want to go. You know, if you find something here, it could really help with your routing otherwise. Even if you just find some extra health or hearts, it can help with those crabs. Although our runners are actually pretty healthy for this early in the game. Why does everybody have 6+ hearts? Actually, everyone has exactly 6 hearts.
And, like, choosing to go South Shore versus going to Eastern Palace, like, neither one is a bad idea. Both are perfectly good ideas. It's sometimes, sometimes that's just what makes randos go rando.
Yeah, I do like... Oh, there's like a wow, yeah, okay. And yeah, that's... I do like the Eastern play just because of always be clearing a crystal if you dungeon if you can, right?
Oh, there's our ice rod in the waterfall.
I think our runners are still hoping that's not going to be required. We have gloves, so all we need is a hammer or another glove to get Dark World access and ignore Aga for a little bit.
Nothing but a red rupee on Zora Ledge.
Let's see what Zora has. So if the bottle vendor sold us 50 rupees for 100, are we going to get sold 20 rupees for 500 by Zora?
I would be one to bet it's not going to be good. It's never good. Until it is good. Until it is good, then you feel like a fool.
And unfortunately, Tigre goes all the way to the far side of Eastern and finds the map. The final item is on the boss.
Oh,
let's see what it is.
Looks like Slumberjack is making the Aga play super early. I like it.
You have access. The thing is, you're still looking for 2 items for Dark World access. In his case, at this point, sure, ALTTP has one of them, but still, unless there's a mitt or a hammer on Eastern Palace here, there aren't too many more locations we could check, like Agina.
Yeah, Gina, I think would be the only check left besides that.
Like yeah, Sick Kid hasn't been checked either because we got that bottle.
Oh yeah.
There are not many checks left, so odds are we're going to have to do Aga, but we could just get a mitt fall out of the sky here in Eastern, and wouldn't that make a big difference?
It really would. Oh, it's just 20 rupees.
Nope, 20 rupees. Just something that I mentioned earlier that we're featuring these 4 runners today, but there are 13 runners running in this race. There are another 9 off-screen that are joining us and are playing alongside. Watching 9 streams at the same time would be pretty intense.
I said we had 4 comm signups for this game. I think we should be able to get like 8 runners just to have like 4 people just talking over each other constantly.
Yeah, actually, but chat's actually bringing up a good point here. We have mitts, we have lamp, we have mirror, we have Hera access.
Oh yes, that could.
So there is actually a few checks up there on the mountain that we can do. We got Uncle, we've got Spectacle Rock with 2, and we've got all of Hera for 2.
Yeah, so we got 5 checks up on Hera.
Yeah, so there's definitely potential that this is not required. If ALTTP decides to go that route, this could be a very interesting difference between one of our runners and the other 3.
That looks like Slumberjack is the first one to Aga.
Ooh, little blue ball guessing game. So Aga does have these attacks that splash and you can't do anything to hit. Let us know how many you think we're gonna see. Lucian, you want to take a gamble here? Want to give us a number?
I'll guess 4+.
I always say 4, so that's also my number. But the average is 3, so you're being mean. I think that's already 2, isn't it?
I didn't see the first one.
Am I? Yeah, that's because the. Did I miss that? How many have we had? I've already lost track. Is that 2 or 3? Chat, help us out here.
Looks like that'd be 3.
That's what I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong here. Okay, wow, we're already at 3. Yeah, that's a mean Aga for sure. While 3 of our runners are fighting Aga, Altigre is swimming.
There's 4, so I technically, because I said 4+, so it's technically a win for me.
The moment I look away, we get another one that I don't see.
Yeah, it was 4.
Exactly 4. Okay. And we are in Dark World. Nobody in chat gave us a 4. We got a 3 and a 6.
Alright, so we got... Well, no, Slumberjack does not have access to Catfish. Madcap, or not Madcap, El Tigre does, but not anyone else.
Yep, it's that Eastern check. Having gloves could make a pretty... Oh, here it is. Pod. And,
Pod, Swamp.
And Swamp are pendants. Ice and Mire are our reds, but that does make Turtle Rock a crystal, and it does make Fire Rod and Aga as a result required.
That was a downright generous Ice Rod from the game.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, yeah, my experience with this game, it is not friendly with Ice Rod placement, so kudos, game.
I think one of the big things with... We always talk about the Ice Rod hunts. I think it's that just... Everybody tends to notice it when it's in a really ridiculous place. But when it's in a nice location for you, it's just... You forget about it. So the thing about our other 3 runners not doing Eastern early does mean they get to road it in here with Pod, which will definitely save them time.
Looks like El Tigre's going up the mountain, so, I mean, Aga is required, but, I mean, he can find something up there that gives him an edge compared to everyone else. We'll see.
Yeah, unfortunately, our other runners are more likely to find something like Mitts or Hammer that'll reduce the number of trips up the mountain later, which would mean that this is going to take some extra time. That said, if we find Hammer or Mitts up here, this could be huge.
Yeah, it doesn't free him for the fact that he has to do Aga, but still could be an advantage.
We are getting a little bit of a divergence between our other 3 runners here, even though they're in the exact same place on the map. Smirk has decided to do the Dark World Pod Dungeon first, and our other 2 runners have decided to do the Light World Eastern Palace. As soon as they're done in their respective dungeons, they will switch.
Yeah, and no one currently can clear Pod, but
nope.
I would say everything except Helma is available, right?
Yep. I had to think about that for a second. I'm kind of curious why Smirk went into Pod first. Just in that, if Hammer is in Eastern, which is full clearable, you're going to spend a lot more time in pod now.
Yeah, maybe he's banking on item density. I mean, pod has 5 checks versus Eastern's 3.
Sure, but Eastern is full clearable.
Yeah, I mean, that's 1%. A good idea, too.
Interesting. Something I'd like to ask him if I remember at the end.
Alright, El Tigre is giving us a look at Hera. I didn't see what was on Spike Rock or the Old Man.
Oh, I looked away there too, because I was watching this Eastern pod dip.
That is our bad.
Maybe somebody in chat or trackers, just a shout out to Jinxie Girl and Rox who are tracking for us here today.
Yes, give a shout out to our trackers, the unsung heroes of any race.
They're doing the hard job. Well, beyond what the runners are doing, but from the between us and them, they have to watch a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, all we're doing here is just sitting here talking. Yeah, we're sitting here talking, just pointing and laughing at stuff that happens.
Yeah, well, we are going up Hera, Tigre's side. Still, I don't think found anything too important.
Yeah, I don't even know if he got both items. Yeah, I keep veering over the pod.
Yeah, as you said earlier, item density. There's a lot more to look at over there, and then by the time you look back, you've skipped an item.
But yeah, like, for Spark, it's one of those things, like, we know there's nothing Eastern worth doing one versus the other, but Smirk definitely doesn't.
No. Okay, this won't change too much.
Oh, there's Hammer! Oh!
I did not see the item on Hera, but I don't think it was anything too important, because we just found a hammer. So unless it was miss, this route for El Tigre is going to, unfortunately, be much slower, I think.
Yeah, it's a good gamble. Like, I will never fall to the thinking. It's, unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes.
No, I mean, I liked a lot of the plays that have been made here. And even here, like, knowing that you've done this and you've gone out of your way not to do Aga, it looks like we're going to do Coffee Break Room. Unfortunately, not the break way, but the active way. But it kind of makes sense. You play into the play you've made. Sometimes you figure you've spent this much time on it. Maybe there's something down here and it'll make the difference.
Wait, did Smirk bail on Pod, or did he kill Helma?
He did not. I'm a little confused now.
Yeah, because Helma's fully in logic.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pendant, and there's probably no item there.
Oh, duh.
It's a pendant, and there's probably no item. I wasn't tracking items in that dungeon, but we probably got all the items.
I'll trust Smirk's paying more attention to his game than we are.
Yeah. You know, that also kind of makes sense then as to why Smirk did it. Dropped in to get as many of the items as possible out of there, figuring probably won't do the boss, get the items, and then go to Eastern and then leave. That kind of makes sense to me, though.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
If you're watching this later, Smirk, we apologize for doubting you.
Yeah, that makes sense now. I knew there had to be a reason, I just couldn't figure out what it was.
Yep. So once again, the old adage about pendant pod having inexplicable progression. There it is.
No. And as we're having our runners just basically following each other's footsteps, just gonna post. Don't forget to give the runners a follow after. But so I guess now is with a little bit of downtime. What do we need to finish this game now?
Oh, we're gonna have to pay a visit over to that lumberjack cave at some point. But after that, we'll need mitts. We'll need fled. No, swamps a pendant.
Hookshot.
Hookshot.
Flute.
Cane Samaria.
Samaria. So flute, hookshot, Samaria, and potentially a medallion.
Yes, we're gonna need both Sword Rock and Mire, so we could be lucky and either is the key to both. It's possible.
Yeah. We need at least 4 items? 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 items we need to still find. There's quite a bit left to do here.
Or could be book, depending on how we go about getting our access to desert.
Yeah, that only becomes an issue if that's locking mitts somewhere.
Mitts or flute.
Or flute. Yeah. Possible. We'll see. We're gonna get another Armos fight here. Oop, takes a little bit of damage. Ooh.
Oh, Smark is getting bullied.
Fun with that, yeah. The problem is, if you get a bad start to Armos, sometimes it can be really awkward because you're so used to doing it a specific way. Oh, no.
No.
Don't. Play safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we were both just watching that, hoping, just going, don't take another hit. Don't take another hit.
Don't do it.
That would be an unfortunate place to die. Slumberjack gonna go pick up that fire rod, as is Maccat. Makes a lot of sense. You finish over that side, you save and quit.
And plus, having that hammer now, you can get access to West's Dark World through that Village of Outcasts, so that's smart.
Yeah, just walk out, go to the village. The density play. And we can't do Thieves Down, so once again, clearing a crystal dungeon.
Now,
there goes Aga.
We'll see.
Time.
Now, going for the density play, your first choice would be Pod, Pod, but Tigre does have Catfish available that none of the other racers had at the time when they came here.
Yeah, I think at this point, there's at least one key item somewhere here. You're just gonna do Pod first?
I would. I mean, you got 5 items versus going all the way to Catfish for 1 item.
Yeah. I mean, and if you find something like Hookshot, you can go up, do Catfish, come back down and around if you want later.
Okay, so it looks like Slumberjack is going to Village of Outcasts while Smirk and Madcap actually head up the mountain. Which they'll be able to full clear the the light mountain at least, not the full mountain.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of items over there on East Death Mountain that could be useful. But there's also a lot of items in Village of Outcasts, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Who finds that next progression? The one nice thing with Slumberjack's play is that if he finds mitts, the mountain's going to be completed almost all at once.
Exactly.
And we know there's nothing in Hera, but our runners don't know that. So there was a gamble between one crystal dungeon and another.
And with both, you're following a progression. Both are good choices. We'll just see which one was the right choice.
Yeah. We know there's nothing in Hera itself, but that East Death Mountain does have a lot of items.
Let's see, 8 plus scouting the island, right?
Yep. And there's the Thieves' Town, Dick. First thing we get is a map. Lovely.
It's always in when it's like pendant thieves, when you get like only one item out of the front of thieves, it's always it's simultaneously like deflating. Ooh, oh man, Smirk, that's rough. But like we only get one item out of the front of thieves. It's annoying, but at the same time, you only get one item. You're generally gonna go for it all anyway.
I mean, it's a crystal, so we're doing it one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm talking about like pendant situations.
Yeah, we only got one item. But yeah, well, the thing is, if you only get one, then there's 3 in the back, and there's some enticement to go. It gets really awkward when you find like 2, and you have to make the decision whether or not you want to do the back of pendant thieves for 2 items or not. I hear heartbeat. Ooh! Macap falls to Troll Door. There's a reason that boss has that nickname.
Good old Troldorm.
I don't know how that particular sword swing hit on Macap's side, but we're gonna go with it.
Smirk is opting for hammer strats.
I mean, hammer's pretty good when you're dealing with this. 3 hits and you're done. You can move at normal speed instead of trying to move the slower spin walk. If you're comfortable with the hammer hitbox.
That, you do trade the security because holding the sword out does save you from ledge falls, but you trade that in for better mobility.
Yeah, you know, if you could just move out of the way, then you don't have to worry about that. Both runners complete the Moldorm fight. And I assume both are going to go over to East Death Mountain.
Yep, I didn't catch what was in the attic of Thieves' Town.
Oh, neither did I. I think we were both entranced by that boss fight.
Caught a philosophical debate of the finer points of using hammer versus master sword. And there's the mitts!
There's the mitts.
So now Dark Death Mountain is available.
Okay, now here's the big question. Do our runners remember that? Because it is very, very, very easy to get over here with a plan, get those mitts, and then just leave.
I definitely haven't done that.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of runners do it. I've done it. I think every runner at some point's done it. The second you save and quit, and you're thinking, you're going, wait, I just got mitts. Why did I do that?
Alright, nothing but 10 arrows on the floating island, so that will be necessary.
No, we are gonna go see what Turtle Rock is. Either. Well, we do not have Samaria, so we'll open it and leave. So the hammer was in Pendant Pod. That hammer locked mitts, so Aga was required to get into the Dark World, to go into Pendant Pod, to get the hammer, to go up the mountain to get the mitts.
God bless Rando.
Seed? That is not a pleasant chain. And of course, we had that fire rod on Lumberjack Ledge right off the bat.
I guess that's the saving grace. Like, the game was projecting pretty hard that this is going to be an Aga seed.
Yeah. Well, it was required for 2 different reasons.
And Slumberjack's locked himself out of Village of Outcasts, so if he wants to go back, he'll have to go the long way.
I assume. Yeah, okay. I totally missed the blind fight.
Oh, we're hovering. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I think we're hovering.
Yeah, looks like it.
For the record, I can't even hover. I can't even attempt to hover.
Nope, not gonna get it.
Let's see if Smirk has any better luck. I'm not sure. I think Smirk knows how to hover. You know better than I would.
Not the last time I talked to him. But it's been a little bit.
Yeah, he's not even trying, so I'm gonna guess that's a no. Oh, Smirk, yeah. See, the classic trap with all the players who haven't done Aga, if you save and quit while you're in the Dark World and have the mirror, the game will stick you on top of the pyramid. You have to manually warp back to Light World and save and quit again to go back to the Sanctuary. It's a very classic trap of this game.
I just saw Hype Cave had red mail, but I missed everything else. I think the guy in the cave had arrows, but I don't know what the other 3 items were.
We've disappointed our uncle with that red mail.
Yeah, what can you do?
So, his dying words were, "Red mail's for cowards."
Oh, there's... Oh, so it's Mushroom and a Heart. Or Fetch Quest.
Pure synchronization from Smirk and Matt Cap on the first part of Hype Cave.
Yeah, those 2 are really... Oh, running in sync, I say, as they run in 2 different directions.
I think Matt Cap might be following those flippers into Ice Palace.
Yeah, I mean, we have half magic, you have flippers. You got a blue potion.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's right there. Go for it.
Nice on map cap, knowing that you can just mirror right there to get onto the shallow water.
Meanwhile, Slumberjack is going to be going up to Hera and finding their mitts. So unfortunately, that Thief Sound play did not pay dividends for Slumberjack.
Nope. A lot of good potential plays on both our bottom runners here, but the route that our top runners have taken has definitely just paid off this time. And that is just rando sometimes. But there is some divergence between these top 2 runners who've made basically the same choices to this point. So now we're going to see who's going to be the last one to make the last good call. Well, not the last good call, but the last one to be on the good route. Oh yeah, just a reminder with Ice Palace, we are going to use IPBJ, the old Ice Palace bomb jump.
Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, not something you see too much since Icebreaker was found with Canis Amaria.
Yeah, but some ooh, there's the silver arrows and the hammer pegs.
It's a nice find.
But I will say, IPBJ is always, it doesn't get used as much anymore, but it's always a good trick to have in your back pocket.
Oh, for sure, and you can always kind of do it. You don't need to wait to try to find Canis Amaria to get through. So as long as you have a bomb and more than a few hearts.
Alright, Smirk JD profits a cool 10 rupees off the Lumberjacks.
Nice 2-bomb kill there on the Peng Gators on Matcap side. Interesting, Altigre and Smark have ended up in the same place.
Huh.
High five.
Well, there's a flute. So that opens up the Meyer area for access for Matcap.
Well, that's a find, for sure.
Definitely. Alright, Slumberjack kills Moldorm with 0 incident. Always nice. Oh, did Matcap find 3 items and Mad Dashing Colstair, or is there something more here?
I'm not sure. Shatner Tracker is telling us 2 items.
Thank you, Jinxie Girl. So
There's
that's
3.
Oh, nice, nice gamble.
I'm not sure what the key layout was there, if we could have known.
Yeah, I guess that's the risk. I mean, no. I mean, you can bypass the need for hookshot with a good bomb jump, but that's, I think, one of the trickier bomb jumps, isn't it?
Which?
The berry room, the hookshot room.
Oh, no, it's a really easy one.
Oh, is it? I guess it's just one I haven't learned.
I think it was a little bit trickier before, but there's a really simple setup now. Yeah, if you know how to do the like the almost fall setup to get right to the edge of the pit, it's really easy.
I'll look into that later. Alright, looks like Matcap is heading over to Village of Outcasts. What are you saying?
I was just thinking, so what are we still looking for now? So we still need Samaria and Hookshot.
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Well, we might need a medallion still.
Yeah, or a book, depending on what's on tablets.
Oh yeah, I guess tablets. Those unfortunate things. But
yeah, it's always.
I think we're more likely to need a medallion than we are to need a book.
Most likely, because we have Meyer access, desert access through Meyer now, at least on Matcap side.
Yeah, everyone else is gonna find that because everyone else is gonna have to do ice at some point. Some of our runners might just try to put it off until we find Canis Samaria. We're starting to run out of good places for that.
I'm gonna make a guess on vanilla or French vanilla Canis Samaria because, well, yeah. Because
so Hammer was right next to a room over from where it was supposed to be. So same thing, right? Samaria will just be in that chest right next to the big chest.
Yeah, because especially if I was running the seed, because Misery Meyer just likes to screw with me and just create the most crazy, bonker scenarios, like both bows being in Meyer.
It's kind of interesting. We have 3 runners in the same dungeon again, but it's not the same 3 that have ever been in the same dungeon at the same time yet in this game. We're not counting Hyrule Castle. This is it's kind of an interesting how these tracks have panned out. Where is Slumberjack? Is Slumberjack not done? No, he's where? Oh, did we just not do the bridge check?
I guess not.
I mean, that's fair. That's really out of the way, so skip that sometimes, especially if you're if you're water walking, just to get to the back, get to Zora, and come back to this at a later time.
Smark's already at 14 hearts, I just noticed.
Yeah, this has been a very healthy scene.
And Smark's about to get his red mail from Blind. So yeah, 14 hearts and red mail, and half magic and silvers. It is smooth sailing, generally speaking.
Yeah, but hold on, we have no shield.
Oh, who was in the Discord? I think I can't. I don't want to guess. I want to guess wrong, but I know there's one person who's just like super dead set against shields.
I mean, for these runners, shields are not that big of a deal. I think the only time a shield kind of once in a blue moon comes in handy is when you stop paying attention or you get off blind script and you can block a shot or two if you're at low health.
Yeah, that's generally. Oh, Smirk is showing us Skullwoods. No one has gone to Skullwoods yet.
Okay, it's a pendant. It's a green pendant, though.
I mean, I guess it's quick to get to from Thieves Town, so it's not a all the way check.
Yeah, and it's pretty good too that there's a few really quick checks right up front here. They're basically just overworld checks. We found Kane of Samaria on El Tigre's side. What was that on Graveyard Ledge?
Looks like it.
Of course, the moment I look to the left side of the screen, someone on the right finds it. Oh boy. So we need hookshot.
Yep, go mode hook.
That said, that could just be in the pre-Moldorm chest, couldn't it?
It very well could. Because Swamp is a pendant, so...
Yeah, we don't technically need it anywhere else.
So, if any of these runners are hoverers, now would be a good time. If it doesn't show up.
To answer a question about do we need a hook, we need it logically to cross the Moldorm gap right at the end of GT. That said, there are a few other ways to get past it, but they are not in logic.
Do you ever see in live races the Moldorm bounce?
Yeah, I've seen runners do it. I've seen runners hover, but neither of those is in logic.
Oh no, definitely not.
So we definitely need it, but it could be pretty much anywhere at this point.
Alright, Smirk is actually going to be the second one to find his Kane Samaria, it looks like, at the route he's going.
Yep, definitely going to find it. Really, Macap and Smirk, apart from making that difference in plays for a little bit there, have really been going to the same places.
Yeah, and so Smirk's going to have the added bonus of being able to cleave right through Ice Palace.
Yeah, but at this point, he's also done Skull.
Yeah, he's done the front.
But it did take a little bit of time. If Macap avoids that, then he'll be in better shape. I want to know what the medallion is at Meyer.
Yeah, both people, all the players seem to be shying away from Meyer.
Oh, it was Ether. I just saw something in chat. I must have looked away when somebody went. Oh, Macap would have been there. That's how he would have gotten into Desert.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I thought we were supposed to be more awake because it was a 7 o'clock race instead of a 9 or 11 o'clock here.
Okay, so it looks like Smirk's following this all the way up to Catfish.
Okay, so yeah, basically hookshot for go mode for most of our runners.
Oh, motion turn in.
As this is hookshot. Smirk turns in the mushroom, walks in the hut. Where's my item?
Which is like, oh, you're expecting something?
Yeah. A little too fast there. Apparently TV already checked it earlier, so nothing there. Good kill there on Slumberjack's side.
Alright, we'll see if Catfish has something up. Besides that, I think Smirk has run through almost all his overall checks.
Yeah, I just gotta get into Ice Palace there. Get that flute to be able to go over to Meyer as well. And basically, we're just looking for that hook shot.
Boo! Shield!
Oh, we got one.
He's got the Fisher-Price play shield.
Tigray picking up the final bits of the restream.
Smirk is going to check Hobo now.
Yeah. Merc, just go to ice. This is very valid. Gonna go check everything else, make sure there's nothing like hidden here, but just do ice.
Alright, that is crystal number 5 for Metcap. Probably gonna go right into Maya from here.
Oh yeah.
Or no, he doesn't because he never got his Cansamaria.
Oh! Oh, that is an unfortunate location to leave behind, because that's not a fun place to be. We might see a Meyer without that cane for Metcap.
And given what Madcap, not having it, like, you've got 2 checks in Meyer, you're already here. It's one of those things. Meyer's, for me personally, Meyer's always a tricky subject.
In this particular case, there really aren't that many locations left. Like we've cleared out Pod. It could be in the front of Swamp, but do we really want to do the front of Swamp without Hookshot? Like, you're not going to get too far. It's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah,
I think Metcap went into Skull, but like to go all the way to Skull right now, it's the same number of items that's in Meyer.
Exactly. Based on everything he has and where he's at, this is the check that makes sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, it will give Smirk some time to get through ice here.
Nice icebreaker from Smirk.
Yeah, using the select buffer.
The only thing Metcap can find me here is going to be that hook shot.
Oh, this is going to be super different routing here. El Tigre is actually going to be our first runner into Turtle Rock, just because of the really late Dark Mountain check, because of the particular order that he's gone in.
I like it. Alright, Smirk gets his flutes.
I have a feeling the first thing we'll see after this dungeon's over is that Smirk is just going to flute over to Meyer.
Yeah, because he can full clear it. Why not?
Yeah. Get Meyer, get... Oh, we didn't hit the switch. We're going to go this way.
Yeah, Smirk is definitely opting to be more thorough on his checks.
Well, he I think he knows he needs to get the hook shot. He does not want to leave something behind.
Yeah, especially in the heart of Ice Palace. Like, that can be absolutely crippling if you leave something behind, then, like, big chest.
It take a long time to get back here. And if it is hook shot, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I've had to swallow that painful pill before. Having to last location, progression at the big chest of Swamp Palace, or Ice Palace.
That's always pleasant.
Yeah, after I made the conscious gamble to not check the big chests.
Yeah, that one doesn't take too long to check, so I normally will check that if I have the items, and I'm not in full go mode.
I generally don't leave much in ice to chance anymore.
After that.
Yeah, I call it superstition if you want.
Here we go, Cold Stare and Landmo on the left. We got the ice fight in the top and the desert fight in the bottom. Weird enough, Fire Rod is good against both. Oh, we just picked up the cape, Meyer.
Yep, fortunately no hook shot, so... Let's say Tigray is not leaving anything to chance. He's going to check that lava chest.
Oh yeah. Definitely a good idea when still looking for an item you definitely know you need. And he's actually looking for 2 items he knows he needs.
Oh yeah, he's not been in ice yet.
No, we're still looking for the flute there too. Matcap going over to Skull Woods, gonna do the checks that Smirk did. Now here's the question at this point, if you're Matcap, do you just complete the entire dungeon, including Green Pendant? I say that, and I'm wrong. We're going over to Graveyard Ledge first.
Yeah, that's what I maybe thought twice about it, because it's easy to just check that first. We'll see if he goes to the graveyard.
Nope. We also did just get cape there, so checking Bumper Ledge for that cape could have been something too.
Alright, Madcap is going to find his Cane of Samaria. And looks, based on where Slumberjack is, I don't think Slumberjack's too far behind on that Cane of Samaria.
No. I think this does put Madcap in a slight lead with our on-screen runners. Part of this could just come down to where the heck is that hookshot?
Yeah, because Smark's pretty much run through almost all of his overall checks, so... I don't think he did the purple chest or the K45, if my memory's right. We got Laser Bridge coming up. Laser Bridge is always, sometimes, a gold mine.
This is very much starting to look like one of those seeds where you really want to know how to hover.
Yeah, if this were a tournament qualifier, I think we'd be getting a few hovers.
I mean, maybe one of these runners knows the Moldor bounce as well, and then we can just see that. Madcap gonna go run straight to
There's
the
a hook shot.
Cleared.
We got the hook shot.
Oh, we did get it. I assume that was on Laser Bridge?
Yep, the last chest.
Wow, there goes all our talk of hovering. And everyone's gonna find that.
Don't worry, it was a good talk.
Everyone's gonna find that. Yeah, so I guess we are in no mode as commentators and viewers. We know where every required item is to finish this game.
I think Madcap is up spooky. No, never mind.
Probably. I mean, he set it up the last time he went in, so I would be surprised if he didn't set it up.
Yeah, he's got spooky. Yeah, because I saw him dash before setting up that Samaria block.
So, none of our runners is in go mode yet. The only reason we know where everything is because El Tigre has taken a very different route than the rest of our runners.
Oh, looks like Slumberjack is opting to take this all the way to the Mothula.
Well, that can't have anything.
Did we lose audio?
Oh, we're switching audio, I believe.
Okay.
So we might have lost it for a moment here.
Well, people just don't settle. I'll do the rest of the soundtrack a cappella.
And there it is. So we're good. Yeah. Do you remember where those silvers were? Because Smirk is still the only one with them.
Hammer pegs.
Oh, that could be big. Like, that could be pretty big. Because if we get to the end here, we're still sitting with Master Sword. If our runners end up at, like, Ganon with Master Sword, the difference between Master Sword Silverless and Master Sword Silvers is huge.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No one wants to do 24 spins on phase 4.
So I think El Tigre's out of options. I'll go to Ice Palace from here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's talking about hearts. It seems like that's going to be the play.
No. Oh yeah, ice. Yes, because we're going this. Yeah, never mind. Don't mind me. Yeah, Chad's talking about Macap has a solid lead here. Macap does have a pretty good lead. Is basically a full Misery Mire ahead of Smirk. That said, 24 spins is a lot of time if we don't find that third sword. And one mistake in that fight could be huge. Slumberjack picks up that Samaria. Gonna be following. Wait. Slumberjack shows that they've defeated Desert. Did I miss it? How did he get in there?
He's had the flute for a while.
Oh, right. We just didn't go into never mind. Again, don't mind me.
While we've got a little bit of breaking the action since we know where everything is, I'll always take a moment to follow our racers: Smirk JD, Madcap, Slumberjack, and El Tigre. Give a follow to our 2 trackers, Jinxie Girl and Robs. Give a follow to my co-commentators Ethno and myself, Lucy and Greeth, if you feel so inclined. And give Speed Gaming a follow. Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're in Europe, Portuguese, German, French, and Spanish. Although I guess Spanish also applies to Central America.
Nice kills there by LT on those Pengators. Gets smacked with a big spike. Manages to walk right through it. That's always a weird one. You just get hit by it and then just start blinking and walk through it.
Like, I don't even care.
That's how we all get through blocks in life, right?
Yeah, just, you know, bad thing comes along, let it smack you right in the face, keep walking. It's a metaphor for how to deal with problems.
Yeah, our two left runners here, both in Mire. Both are still trying to find that hook shot, which we know will not be in here. Mark about to pick up his cape. Oh, Macap skip big. Key chest.
That's bold. I mean, we'll know it works out for him, but that is bold.
Oh yeah, and Mimic Cave. Wow. Well, you know, if you're skipping that, I've got to assume that he knows how to Moldorm bounce, or... Yeah.
We saw him give hovering a try.
But,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say he knows that he can get to the end of this game without that hook shot, if it happens to be there.
So yeah, I guess Madcap's operating under the pretense of go mode for now.
Yeah, I mean, might still check some of the checks along the way, but both of those can be a little bit out of the way for one check.
Now, he doesn't have any keys, so he will go to Laser Bridge, where unless he decides to bail after finding the key in the third chest, he will get that hook shot in the fourth chest.
I think at that point you just do the last check, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah. And there's the hook shot. That is go mode for Metcap at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. A very, very slow Master Sword go mode, but a go mode nonetheless.
Master Sword go mode is best go mode.
I'm not sure I can agree with that as a runner. Maybe as a comm.
But yeah, because it's not us.
Oh, whoa, yeah, hold on a minute here. Macap is not our first runner in go mode.
Yeah, Altigre's in go mode.
Altigre went in go mode at some point when we weren't looking.
He must have found that flute, over an ice.
Yeah, I probably finished that dungeon because we saw him going there. But yeah, Altigre actually was our first runner in go mode. Totally missed that. Unfortunately, he is a little behind in dungeons, needing to do both Mire and Desert. On the other hand, he's not too far behind, because he's done all of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I guess what was it? Is a Turtle Rock worth a Desert and a Mire?
Not necessarily, but it's not that.
I wasn't trying to debate. I was legitimately. I was just wondering out loud.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, I don't think it's. Turtle Rock's a pretty long dungeon, but.
Oh, do you know what the time it is with that 7th crystal for Madcap?
Go ahead.
It is time for the Ganon's Tower Big Key guessing game. In Ganon's Tower's basement, there are 22 chests available. The Big Key is in one of them. So get your guesses in the chat. Guess any number between 1 and 22, and we will see who wins. Absolutely nothing, except the acknowledgement that you guessed right.
I always say 8. What about you?
Well, I'll put a bookend on it. I root for Chaos, so 22.
22. pretty much makes it tile.
Yeah, but for that extra sprinkle of chaos, someone I can't remember who I commentated a game with once. It's a 22, but Bob's Torch as check 22.
So we already got our first check. We're gonna go left side first.
We'll see if Madcap Dark Magician's from here, or if he goes full left.
I think we're gonna see him here.
Yep. Madcap is taking the Dark Magician route. Meanwhile, Smirk is going for looking for the hook in Pyramid.
Ooh, that's unfortunately going to cost him a bunch of time. Kind of surprised about the Pyramid Fairy before going up, but I guess he's just hoping to clear this. That way, if it...
Madcap?
You didn't light the second torch. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe a controller aided input or something. Wasn't looking. Oh, there's the book! Smirk now has the book.
Oh, I hope he doesn't follow that. Oh, there's our big key.
Number 8. My number. Hey!
That's fine. 22 rarely wins, but when it does, it's beautiful. Unless it's me, then it's terrible.
I don't think anyone guessed 8 with me. Yeah. What? What is... Smirk?
Oh, I think he just kind of muscle memory went for the hookshot route.
Yes, that would not be very beneficial without the hookshot. Something tells me a hookshot route doesn't work without it.
So imagine, like, in universe, Link just jumps off the edge of Death Mountain. He's like, I thought I had the hook.
Yeah, unfortunately, this... we're gonna check Ether Tablet first. Unfortunately, this whole chain of checks that Smirk is doing is just gonna put him behind some of the other runners.
I got an extra heart out of it.
Yeah, but Madcap's already in the climb here. Madcap's got a pretty huge lead against our other on-screen runners.
Oh, in the race room, we have our first finish. Matt7898 finished with a race time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 1 second. So, if anyone wants to wish a GG to Matt7898, feel free. I'm sure his battle was glorious.
Slumberjack, actually, Slumberjack has gotten ahead of Smirk here.
Yep, so it was him.
With everything that Smirk has been checking along the way here, Slumberjack has pulled ahead. El Tigre is also going to finish up this dungeon and will be done and going to be heading up to GT soon as well. We're going to have a lot of runners heading up to GT at about the same time here.
Yeah, with the routing this congested, with everyone being so close on each other, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out in the final results.
Yeah, it's really like Smirk, Lumberjack, and El Tigre really took different routes to get here, but they're all in their final dungeon.
Yeah, Madcap is doing his due diligence there. He finds his tempered.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Tempered Silverless Ganon is going to be a lot more appealing than Master Sword Silverless.
Oh, Tempered Silverless is 5.
Yeah, definitely. That's like, you know, for players at skill level, Tempered Silverless, that is just fine.
Tempered Silverless is a little annoying, but it really isn't anything difficult or problematic. Master Sword Silverless is a woohoo Madcap.
He has woken the sleeping giant of Trolldorm, turbo speed.
I think there was a poke there instead of a swing at some point. But
and the
Madcap completely skips the last check there. Figures I have tempered, I don't need to check it now.
Yeah, makes sense. Morworm's like, not once I switch into maximum overdrive.
Yeah, I think Madcap probably would have checked it if tempered hadn't shown up, but the difference between tempered and gold sword is nowhere close to the same as mastered and tempered.
Yeah, even if you're just like most players worth their salt can make do without the gold sword in this game.
And the power upgrade really isn't all that big.
And Madcap cleaves right through Aga.
Yeah, that was fast. Three, 2, 1, Ganon.
I just checked, no one else is finished in the erase room, so Madcap might be looking at a second place finish here. I mean, yeah, the gold sword's nice to have. Like, no one's ever going to say no to the gold sword unless they're looking for something else. But generally speaking, most players are not going to go out of their way to look for it.
Smart, continuing with the thorough checks, is going to do Mimic Cave. And Slumberjack is about to find this hook shot. If he could ever get rid of this enemy.
God, I swear, like that, those red beetles are more resilient than some bosses.
Those things are really annoying. Now that Slumberjack has defeated the boss of Turtle Rock, he's gonna go defeat Trinex.
Yeah, the discussions in the room between like Miyamoto and everyone, because you think like crabs are some of the most damaging enemies in the game at 2 hearts, just random crabs.
Oh no, I think my favorite enemy placement I've seen with that is an Randomizer, where there was an anti-fairy in the diver down room of the back of Swamp. And I think every single runner tried, and every single runner gave up.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad time.
It just wasn't working. We got too many bosses on screen at once here.
Alright, so El Tigre is going to be heading up to GT. But speaking of GT, Madcap has just roasted the pig. Everyone get your GGs in the chat for Madcap, who finishes officially second in the race room with a time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Yeah, definitely GG. And there's Trinex down for Slumberjack, who will also be going over to GT, and Smirk is entering Trinex and then will be heading over to GT.
Yep, so everyone's converging on GT, so it'll be interesting to see the route everyone takes.
Yep, I think Slumberjack will be getting in first out of these three runners. Tigre not too far behind.
Because whoever does a full commitment to left side Ganon's tower is going to be in for a bad time.
Yeah, I don't remember if there was a small key in Hope Room.
That's a good question. I could not tell you.
Chad is telling us that there were two small keys in Hope. So the fastest route is just to go straight right. And there's Slumberjack going straight right. And welcome to Matcap, who has joined us here in voice chat.
GG, Madcap. Alright, Smarky's hopefully not taking that hit. Well, I think he's got 2 more hits. He's got red mail.
Not anymore.
Yeah, burn that potion, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Probably won't need it, because watch, he's going to get it on the first try now, but...
Yeah, better...
See, didn't take a hit. But, you know, with that low health, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, because I don't think he's taking the safety either, so that would have stuck him all the way back at the big chest.
Oh yeah, that would have been a while. Slumberjack has picked up the big key. Managed to get it as the last item in that room, so it was actually the 6th item on his side.
Hello?
Oh, hey, yes, Madcap, how you doing? GG, Madcap.
Yeah, thank you. GG's to everyone.
We have all 3 other restream runners currently are okay. Give it 5 seconds and all 3 will be in GT.
Yeah, that was a bit of a crazy seed. And that hook shot, that was kind of unfortunate. But oh well, my controller is doing weird stuff, so I don't know. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
Did that happen at the Ganon Tower, the torch room?
Yeah, no, that and I failed the hover in hookshot cave. So I mean, in my mind, there was absolutely a hookshot seed, and I was a hover seed, and I mean, I was just going with there, and I almost skipped the last test because of the red beetle in laser bridge. But yeah, the hookshot was there.
Yeah, we were wondering that if you were gonna, because it looked like you were gonna maybe make an attempt at hovering with, you know, hookshot being God knows where.
Yeah, I usually don't much of a problem. Like, I mean, I think I would have gotten it, but yeah, kind of a crazy seed with that early fire rod in Naga, and then hammering pod, which I guess you could leave for the mountain, but was kind of risky. And yeah, I mean, that loot suddenly in ice was kind of crazy. And yeah, fortunately, I guess the cape in Mire kind of took me north and took me to the Samaria faster than without it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we thought. That's what I was saying. I thought you went to go check, what is it, Bumper Cave, when you got it. So, and then, because I was wondering why you didn't go to Skull Woods, and then I saw you heading that way. It's like, oh, you're doing the bumper check, so I figured you would get Graveyard. Just as a note here, Smirk is going full left.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Both El Tigre and Slumberjack went right off the bat. Smirk is going the wrong way.
Yeah, Madcap, you did Dark Magician. I think Slumberjack and El Tigre just went right without even hesitating.
Yeah, I usually like it, and I don't know, especially like without Silver Sword, Tempered Sword, I feel like covers you a bit more. I don't know.
So here's the
Maybe
thing.
doesn't make-
Smirk actually found the silvers. He's the only runner that found them, but Smirk found the silvers.
Yep.
Sorry?
It was in hammer pegs.
Oh, hammer packs. Yeah, well, kind of surprised that no one else found that. But yeah, I mean, the Mario is like the only thing besides hammer, I think, that could maybe complicate itself a bit, right? But
Oh! Whoa. Sorry, Slumberjack skipped the tempered sword.
oh, always a Windows test, man. It's
If
actually
you're on Master Sword, yeah. Like, check your chests on Master Sword.
yeah, and
Took a
still
fall.
range.
This... Yeah, so this will be interesting. This gives Smirk a little bit of time.
Anyway, I've got to go, guys. A bit late for me. Thanks for the stream and commentary and everything. Sorry for the crash and no audio and everything. It was a bit unfortunate, but fortunately I could keep on playing, so it was kind of okay.
It happens, but thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here on Restream, and GG's.
Yep, thank you. Bye-bye. GG's to everyone. Good night.
So yeah, meanwhile on stream here, ALTTP has taken the lead out of our other three runners, with Slumberjack falling slightly behind on the fall. But without that tempered sword, Slumberjack's going to be on this fight for a while. I wonder how he's going to feel when we tell him that there was a sword in Mini Moldorm.
I'm back on that.
Not Mini Moldorm, Mini Helma.
I lost the internet momentarily.
Welcome back. But yeah, no, so ALTTP here is taking the lead. But Slumberjack not too far behind, just one sword down. Which is quite a bit behind for the Ganon fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big difference.
That's a huge difference, especially without silvers. We're gonna see that long Master Sword Silverless fight I was talking about earlier.
Meanwhile, in the race time room, we've got a third place finish from Furious Magic with a time of 1:25.15. Alright, so theoretically just a few seconds behind, but honestly a few minutes behind is Slumberjack heading into the Ganon fight. By the way, I noticed small thing I just noticed on ALTTP Sprite. I think he's playing as Naked Link. It looks like the leaf covering his crotch changed color with the male that you have. Don't ask me why I'm noticing that.
We have Smirk that's trying to finish up Gauntlet here. Got one last enemy causing some problems.
Oh yeah, those Isaacs always like to dance around on the ice.
Especially with Master Sword, not a great fight. I think everyone's getting the idea behind that one. With Master Sword, not a great fight.
Although Slumberjack's definitely making the best of it. Ganon's throwing up some pretty good spots.
Smirk is opting to do Master Sword here on Lambo.
Honestly, all things considered, that was a good phase 2 from Slumberjack.
Yeah, that's not the rough one. I mean, it's definitely a rough one. It's probably the hardest one, but phase 4 just takes a long time.
Definitely.
Oops. Got the fire bat here. Take a hit. Okay, we've got ALTTP on that tempered sword silverless fight. And Slumberjack on that Master Sword silverless. Actually, I feel like Slumberjack did really well there to try to keep up, but ALTTP does finish second on our restream here. Going to cross this bridge, final bridge of the game.
Don't fall.
I've done it. Does come in fourth. Overall, second on our restream with 132.25.
And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players left racing.
The Smirk at the sword. Smirk gets the sword. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Definitely a good decision right there. Meanwhile, Slumberjack is still fighting Ganon.
Now, Smirk is going to be able to just clean right through Ganon with that Silvers and Tempered.
Yep.
Yeah, and here you see the grind that Master Sword Silverless Ganon turns out to be.
Yep. So at this point, Smirk has now defeated Moldor. It's going to be moving on to Agadu, and Slumberjack is still fighting Ganon.
But to what we were talking about earlier, I would say Phase 2 is probably the hardest to do efficiently.
Oh, Phase 2 is the hardest phase. However, when you don't have Tempered, Phase 4 is just long. And there it is. Get your GGs in chat, because that was one long Ganon fight.
I don't even bother counting spins on Ganon on Master Sword. I just keep going until he's dead.
So Slumberjack does finish third on our restream, but sixth overall. Akuhaish has snuck in between there with 133.43 and Slumberjack's 134.35. And Smirk is now entering the Ganon fight.
And for Smirk, it's going to be a blink and you miss it kind of deal.
Yeah.
And we are joined by Slumberjack. GG, Slumberjack.
GG's. Wow.
And we're also joined by ALTTP. If you both could just give us 1 second, we just do have Smirk finishing up the Ganon fight right now. And he's the only runner with silvers, so this should not take long.
Silvers were in hammer pegs, for the record. Ooh, that firebat just misses Smirk.
Yeah, we're okay. Come on. Get the last hit. Nice. Gonna get the 1, 2. That should... I don't know if he's gonna get a double there. But gets it. Nice. And that's it for Smirk. Get your GGs in chat. Ganon is down. We're just gonna wait for him to cross this last final little bridge. And he does. And he is in 7th overall and 4th on our restream. So yeah, so sorry. Thank for you for bearing with us, Lumberjack and ALTTP. GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Slumberjack, and we're gonna have Smirk with us in a moment. My first question is for you. How do you feel knowing that there was a sword in Mini Helma Room?
In Mini Helma Room.
Yep,
Dice?
you walked right past it.
Oh, in Ganon's Tower.
Yep, in Ganon's Tower.
I mean, that's gonna happen.
Everybody else picked it up.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty confident enough in my Master Sword fight that I'm just gonna go do it as is. So, obviously this time not perfect, but you know.
Well, that was a really good Master Ganon fight. Phase 2 went very smooth, and that can get drawn out too.
Yeah, it's a very, very long fight without the silvers. That joining us right now is Smirk, GG's, and the silvers that Smirk had.
Wait, you guys didn't get silvers?
Nope,
were
you're the only one.
that had silvers.
Oh, where were they? I don't even remember.
Hammer
Silvers,
pegs.
yeah.
Oh,
Hammer
hammer
pegs.
pegs. Okay.
Not about going there.
Yeah, if I hadn't gotten the Samaria when I did, it would have been the very next thing I did.
Ah, okay.
Well, but because of where Hammer was, yeah, that's not something. And where Mitts were, it wasn't
Did
something
anybody-
a lot of people.
Did anybody else do the same opener I did, which was like route in Aga before doing it, so you could do pod with Eastern Palace at the same time? Because I felt really good getting that hammer early.
Me too. I felt good about it. I did the same.
Three of you did it early. El Tigre is the only one that did a different route and went
Yeah, I
to
went
Eastern
straight there.
first, and then went up the mountain before doing Aga. So that route was totally different, and yet you all got to Ganon at about the same time.
Cool.
It was a pretty friendly seed, I have to say. I think overall,
for the most part.
really nice.
The no hookshot thing was really concerning, so I did a lot of probably overworld checks instead of going straight to TR. I should have just gone straight to TR. But
Yeah, Smirk. Before you did all those checks, you had a bit of a lead on the other two in chat with us here, and then
Oh,
you just
really?
kept checking things like when you did Pyramid Fairy, you lost a lot of
Lost
time,
out.
and everybody else kind
Yeah.
of passed you.
gotcha. Yeah, I figured I was like, I know I'm supposed to go to TR, but what about Pyramid Fairy? Maybe it's got something, and nope. But
Yeah, even
oh
just
my
skipping
gosh.
that, I think would have picked you up a lot of time.
Yeah. I felt really bad about my Armos Knights fight. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You were
they
really worried you were gonna die.
I almost died. I was like, how am I almost dying to Eastern Palace boss? Like, what's happening right now?
yeah those almost knights are just bullying you.
Oh my gosh.
That kind of happens when you get in a bad pattern with them, and you just kind of can't get out of it. And you just keep getting hit because you don't know where to stand anymore.
That's what happened. Oh goodness. GG's to you guys. So I was 4th on Restream, eh?
Yep.
I'm happy with that. I wasn't too far behind.
No, I mean,
We were all like a minute apart.
yeah, you were. One of the big differences is that Matcap did Stalfos in room into right, Slumberjack and El Tigre did full right immediately, and you went full left.
Okay,
Or not
so
full
I lost some
left.
time there too. Well,
Yeah, you went-
full left basically.
Yeah, you your route in GT lost you a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
probably
sure.
been
And
really
it-
close if we went right.
And it's like if only GT left side had something, right? Like an extra sword or like I don't know. It didn't have anything. I was like, really?
You caught up a lot of time having that having the silver arrows, but just that full left took
Yeah.
way too much time.
Let me skip ahead a bit to the.
Unfortunately, that's just kind of a gamble. You never really know where it's going to be in GT, so
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
you pick a route. It is what
I
it is.
was shocked. Who was it? Matt7898? Like, just destroyed this seed.
He didn't win SGL for nothing.
Right? Yeah, fair.
Yeah, Matcap was actually already on the climb when we saw that finish, and there was a few things. Matcap got that cape in Meyer and decided to right away go check Bumper Ledge, which took him to Canis Samaria. I think that Canis Samaria was almost everyone's go mode except Tigre, who
Yeah, no, I got that pretty early on and routed in Turtle Rock nice and early.
Yeah, I think that flute the flute was your go mode, wasn't it?
Yeah, Flute was my go mode, which was in what was it even? Oh, it was in
Ice.
Ice Palace.
You were
Oh,
actually
yeah.
I
the
didn't
first
know. That was crazy because I didn't know. I hadn't checked Meyer yet because I didn't have Flute, obviously, and it was crazy because like I had 2 items once I got the Flute, and I'm like, okay, let's just go to Cold Stare, and then Cold Stare was the 3rd item, and so I was just like, all right, like even if it isn't Ether, like that worked out perfectly. That was kind of crazy.
Hey, I
Someone else
suppose
did
I'm
the same
happy
thing
with my
earlier.
time when that collection rate is that high. I feel really bad. I'm like, geez, why is my collection rate so high?
Oh yeah, yeah. Lucian was actually mentioning that you were much more thorough with your checks, and that's part of also the time. But you know, for having done an extra 20 something checks, that's not that big of a time difference.
I mean, a lot of it was GT, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's that difference, right?
Yeah, an extra 25 checks, but only 2 minutes behind Slumberjack and 4 minutes behind LT Gray. So
That's
a
pretty
lot of extra checks crammed in.
Yeah, actually, LT Gray, you were the first person to hit go mode on our restream, but we didn't notice immediately. I actually noticed MacCap hit it first, and then I looked down and went, wait, you're already in go mode too. Because we just weren't expecting it from the Flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were so
Yeah.
caught up in the hookshot hunt.
Yeah, I got the hookshot pretty early because of that early Kane get. Yeah, I was pretty happy with how that worked out, actually. I think it was, it wasn't the most efficient, but it felt good to kind of work that all through.
It was apparently more efficient than whatever I did.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but on Ganon's tower, I was probably like 1 or 2 frames away from despawning the entire dungeon. And I wasn't paying attention to it at all. Like I just forgot about it completely, and I was literally 1 more step from going into the stairs right as the thing went off. That was crazy. I almost had a heart attack.
Didn't that get patched, or did that not?
Oh, is it patched out?
That's patched out.
I got patched out,
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't been in the scene in a while. That's funny. Okay, well that makes me.
Okay.
That's funny.
You can still hard lock yourself.
Okay, no, I've been out for a while. I totally thought that was still in there.
Yeah, you can still hard lock yourself with the cape, because I've done that in that final room with all the little mini Helmas, where you have the cape and the magic runs out as you enter the stairs. You can hard lock yourself that way, but that's the only way I found it.
Okay,
Got
gotcha.
chilling in.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. Makes you just love the game.
I mean, with all the love this game shows us, how could we do nothing but love it unconditionally in return? Dead silence.
Dead silence.
Sorry, I believe there's actually supposed to be another race on this channel coming up in 10 minutes. Actually, more ALTTPR. It is a Super Metroid ALTTPR randomizer, so SMZ3. So I think we're gonna try to let everybody set up for that. So does anybody have any kind of final thoughts?
Just a big thank you to Speed Gaming and you guys for comms and trackers. I really appreciate. I noticed there was like a survey sent out about different times and availabilities for Speed Gaming, and I'm really happy to see some variation in the times. So hopefully I'll be able to play more in the dailies and commentate more as well. So big shout out to Speed Gaming there, and thank you guys, and GG's again to the other runners.
Yes,
Got nothing, Dave.
you do.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you to everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and have a good night.
Have a good night. And before we sign off, everyone still listening, feel free to give a follow to our racers, Smirk JD, Matt Cap, Slumberjack, and LT Gray. Give a follow to my co-commentators, Zethno, our trackers, DC Girl, and Robs, myself, Lucian Grief, and follow Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, Portuguese, Spanish, German, and French for daily Link to the Past randomizer content, and many other games speedrunning. This is Lucian Grief. Have a good night, everyone.